Greetings from Adamus World School. Today, this evening, we have with us Dr. Shukanto Mukherjee, who is a professional physician as well as a student of Birla Institute of Technological Management, BITM. He was also a lecturer over there. Today, Sir is here with us to answer a few questions regarding some heritage monuments or places in Kolkata. Sir, it's our privilege to have you here with us today. We're extremely delighted because we will be getting to know a number of things about Kolkata and its heritage from you hitherto unknown.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. So,
Let's start with Indian Museum first.
Yes, sir. No problem.
So, the Indian Museum actually is situated in the area which is known as Chowrongi.
Yes.
Do you know the area is called Chowrongi? The Chowrongi, the name Chowrongi was derived from a monk known as Chowrongi Nath. Actually, who was this monk? This is not known to us, but it is believed that his temple was situated near Asiatic Society. Long back, it was about 500 years or long back. But the area was known as Chowrongi. The area is also known as Esplanade, which means a square area. This square area started from the Karjan Park, where the Tram Gumti is situated, and it was extended up to PG Hospital. This was the square area where there were 5 ponds. The first pond was in the near the Tram Gumti, which was ultimately not found now. The second is the Manohar Das Tawag, and the third one was near the Elliot Park, and the fourth and fifth simultaneously beside the roads. Now the main question is that the Indian Museum and the Asiatic Society, which was founded in 1784 by Sir William Jones, this Indian Museum and the Asiatic Society, these were situated in the same compound. And the main entrance of the Asiatic Society was through Indian Museum. This Indian Museum was formed in the year 1814 by the Royal Asiatic Society with a view to preserve some Indian sculptures or some remnants or some artifacts which were derived time to time, and these were also discussed but reflected in the Asiatic journals. Mainly, the Asiatic journal started from the year 1899, and different teams, they covered different areas of India and collected these artifacts and deposited in the Indian Museum. The museum building which we see today, this was a small building in the year 1814, founded by the Royal Asiatic Society, which I told earlier. And there, the building ultimately completed, the whole building which we see today, ultimately completed in the year 1875. And now, there are the artifacts of Harappan civilization, Mohenjo-daro civilization, inscriptions of Ashok, Egyptian mummy, and several other important documents, coins, etc. The most important of which is that some tribes which are being lost from India, like the Jarwa or the Togo, Tombo, etc. These tribes, which were found in the forest area, the life of these tribes were observed by some of the members of Asiatic Society, and they kept some things they collected some things from these tribes, and these are kept in this museum. So now the most important thing is that Indian Museum thus records and collects the entire artifacts of India, and this is the largest museum in whole India. National Museum. This is a national museum, and this is the largest museum in the entire country, whole India. The most important thing associated with, and the most important, most peculiar incident which is associated with this Indian Museum is that Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, all we know that he wore, dhoti and chadar, that is
Yes.
Ushal. A shawl, yes.
Yeah, yes.
Shawl, not shawl.
Not exactly.
Chadar, and he's famous Taltala Choti. Choti, that means no shoe, but he used Taltala Choti. Now one day, he with his two colleagues or two friends, one was Hidaram Banerjee and another friend, they went to Asiatic Society using a horse cart and stopped at the gate of the museum, which was the entrance. The Darwan of the museum obstructed them in the way that there is no permission of any Indian citizen or foreign citizen wearing dhoti or choti. Vidyasagar was amazed. His friends were also amazed. His friends went to see the museum, but Vidyasagar went to see the library of Asiatic Society. Do you understand? So Vidyasagar just stopped and waited at the gate. The news immediately was informed to the highest officials of the museum authority as also the Asiatic Society authority. They came down and they, with folded hands, they apologized and said that this was the mistake of the Darwan, and Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar may be allowed to enter into the Indian Museum. But Vidyasagar said, is there any rule? They said that, yes, sir, there is a rule that any gentleman wearing dhoti, chador or choti cannot enter the campus. The Vidyasagar said, if you change the rule, then I will enter. If you change the rule for all the persons, then I will only enter. So ultimately, he never went to Asiatic Society after that. And the interesting and curious fact is that I am also a member of the Asiatic Society now. The society did not amend the rule. This is the most interesting fact associated with the life of a famous Bengali reformer. The
rule is not amended till now.
Indian Museum. And I think all the students, they should visit this museum at least once to know the culture of the country as also the base on which our civilization. Now, this is all about the Indian Museum. These are the famous building on Chowrangi Road.
Yes.
Now we may shift to Victoria Memorial.
Yes, sir. I have another question over here
Yes,
regarding Indian Museum. Sir, in today's world, the younger generations are more inclined or glued to social media.
Yes.
Then how do you draw their attention towards the heritage or the culture preserved in this museum?
This is a very great question, and this is a very critical question also, because in our present day syllabus, we have not included our heritage in any subject. Initially, for many years, the museum authority took a very active step to inspire the young generation. They prepared clay models or plaster of Paris models of the artifacts and distributed among the visitors with a very few minor price. And in this way, for the example, a 6th century Buddha icon, they prepared a small plaster of Paris model of this icon and distributed, say, about rupees in the exchange of rupees 100 or 150 to arouse interest among the people. But this is all this custom is closed, and the Indian Museum also never publishes any advertisement for drawing attention to the people or other things. In this way, and in the present days, they organize different seminars also. But I think the students, there should be a chapter or a special book about the Indian heritage. This should be included in our syllabus since class 8, 9 or 10, so that they should know our country, what was the rich past of our country.
Yes, sir.
Have you any other question?
No, sir. Regarding Indian Museum, I don't have any other question.
Achha.
Now you can proceed to Victoria Memorial.
Now you can proceed to Victoria Memorial. Earlier, I have already said you that there were 5 big ponds beside the road, Chowrungi Road, which is known as Jawaharlal Nehru Road. 5 big ponds. One was near the Tram Gumti, that there is a behind the Esplanade station of metro station. Another is Manohar Das Tawag, just in front of the Indian Museum. Another was in the Elliott Park. Another was in front of Birla Planetarium. And the final pond was Birji Ka Talao. This was known as Birji Ka Talao, which was just at the site where the Victoria Memorial is built. Actually, the site where the Victoria Memorial was prepared, this was a jail. The jail was known as Horinbadi Jail. Horinbadi Jail. This was around 1850s. And you will be astonished to know that Surendranath Banerjee, the famous barrister and Indian reformer, he was punished and he was jailed for a month in that Horinbadi Jail, which was later on turned to Presidency Jail. This Presidency Jail was shifted to its present position at Alipur, and the land was given by the British government to commemorate the memory of late Queen Victoria, who expired on 22nd January 1901. Queen Victoria expired on 22nd January 1901. Then his son, Edward VIII, he became the king and the ruler. He also died in the year 1910. 6th May 1910, Edward VIII died. But the plan of building the memorial was taken at the time of Lord Curzon. And this is also a very astonishing feature that public fund was collected around 76 lakh from all over the country, all over India. Public fund
At that time, 76
at that
lakh
time,
rupees.
76 lakhs. This is not a matter of joke.
Yes.
The rest amount was given by the government of India. Also the British government, they donated the land and also the cost of marble, and all were Italian marble, and this was exported by ship. And it took about 20 years to complete the monument, at least 15 years, because the monument was opened in the year 1921. 1921, the Prince of Wales came to India and opened the memorial on 28th December 1921. Initially, the monument was built. The chief architect was a British, of course, Sir William Emerson, who was the member of the British Architectural Society, he was the chief architect, but it's a great pride that a famous Bengali, Sir Rajen Mukherjee of Martin and Company, he was allowed, he was granted the, the order to build up this beautiful structure. I mean, the structure was finally built by Martin and Company, an Indian company, which was solely owned by Sir Rajen Mukherjee, who was a famous Bengali. His son, Sir Biren Mukherjee, he was also a famous engineer. Now, Sir Rajen Mukherjee, you will be astonished to know that he did not pass engineering. He did not complete his engineering career. Before that, he joined this architectural line and built several important monuments. And the most curious fact is that before the collection of Queen Victoria's statue, the statue of King Edward VIII, his son, was erected and by an Australian sculptor, and this was placed on the southern gate. Till today, you can see the structure. This was placed before the Queen's statue was erected, was placed.
Oh,
The Queen's statue is the main attraction of Victoria Memorial, but in the southern gate, his son statue was placed much earlier than this Queen statue.
Okay.
Now, the Victoria Memorial initially was the second Taj Mahal of India, but later on it became a famous gallery of Indian art, culture, and Indian heritage. The famous foreign artists who visited Calcutta and also India and drew the pictures in the 17th and 18th century, like William Hodges, Charles Doyle, Thomas Daniel, Balthazar Solvins, Madame Belanos, they depicted the pictures of the society and several Indian festivals. All these pictures, all the original pictures are kept in this Victoria Memorial. If you go to the gallery, you can see the original pictures of all these stalwart artists. This is the chief attraction of Victoria Memorial today. The Victoria Memorial also organizes, the authority also organizes lectures on Indian art, Indian culture, and Indian heritage. And they invite several guests, and they also play a vital role on the restoration of heritage buildings. This is the main activity nowadays. They play a vital role in maintaining the Indian heritage buildings. So this Victoria Memorial is also an attractive place, and if any student visits the gallery, he can easily have a if a group of students they visit this gallery, they can have a clear idea about the old Calcutta society, people, the palki, the palanquin, the streets, the several important houses like the Black Pagoda or the Navaratna Mandir of Govindaram Mitra, or the pagoda in the Eden Gardens, like these the Holi, Choro and Gajan Festival, Durga Puja, all these old Calcutta festivals, they can see there. And at the same time, Bhamapada Bandyopadhyay, who was the first Indian artist who was commissioned means who was ordered to draw the pictures of oil paintings of the Rajas and Maharajas of all India, throughout India. He visited throughout India, and if you go to Jaipur, Udaipur, Rajpur, Gwalior, Marwar, different places, you can see the paintings of Bhamapada Bandyopadhyay. His painting is also kept in Victoria Memorial. So, do you have any question?
No, sir, I don't have any other questions regarding Victoria Memorial.
Okay, thank you. Next, let us move to our Birla Planetarium, MP Birla.
Yes, sir, sure. Yes, sir.
MP Birla Planetarium, the place was actually occupied by two big mahogany trees. The place where the MP Birla Planetarium is situated now, there were two big mahogany trees. And Dr. Bidhan Chandra Rai, the Chief Minister of West Bengal, he did not have any intention to cut these trees. But MP Birla chose this site from the very beginning of his idea. And finally, when he talked to Dr. Rai, he said that if you do not allow me to construct the building here, I will make it in Delhi. So Dr. Rai was bound to cut these two mahogany trees, important mahogany trees, old mahogany trees, very old. Whatever it may be, at the cost of two mahogany trees, we got a very important structure, astronomical structure. And the structure, the cost of this structure was rupees 16 lakhs.
Okay.
MP Birla gave the charge to construct the building on M.L. Dalmia, the father of Jagmohan Dalmia, who was a very renowned constructor and engineer. I mean, very renowned constructor. And the idea of erecting the building was in the form of Sanchi Stup. Sanchi Stup is a very important monument. The entire building was designed by Mr. Birla himself. He actually insisted the contractor to build the structure in the form of Sanchi Stup. And the diameter of the dome is 75 feet. This is the largest planetarium in Asia, and so far I know the second largest in the whole world, but it may change now. I don't know the present day feature, but as far as I know, in around 2000, it was the second largest planetarium in the size, according to the size of the dome, not according to the size of the planetarium, according to the size of the dome. And
yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is still the second largest planetarium of the world. Yes, sir.
And you can see 9,000 stars and other, bodies, celestial bodies on the dome. The main idea of Mr. Birla was to arouse on astronomy according to the present Hindu Puran or Hindu, Vedanga Jyotish or Hindu scriptures, as also the present development in science. So you can see that the picture of Shoni or Saturn or Mars, these are depicted as per the description in the scriptures. But you can also see the Saturn or Mars as they are seen in the sky, night sky. This is the idea, the main idea. And the skyline inside the planetarium was the idea of Mr. N.C. Lahiri, Nirmal Chandra Lahiri, who was a famous mathematician and a reformer of Punjikas, that is Almanac. He was a member of the reformer of Almanac, Mr. N.C. Lahiri, whose ephemeris is still followed today. Whatever it may be, Jayok. So the building was completed, and in September 1962, it was opened for public. And at the same time, Mr.
Jawaharlal Nehru
Jawaharlal
inaugurated
opened
it.
the museum, but
Yes.
the charge was given on Krishnan. Full name is I will tell you.
It's okay.
Initially the Birla Planetarium, Mr. Krishnan, he came from Madras, and he was a scholar of the National Physical Laboratory, and he took the charge to conduct the shows and all the astronomical activities. The telescopes were purchased for observation of celestial events, and the live show. The main attraction of Birla Planetarium is the live show. There were 4 live shows where the podium, the presenter himself presented the machine, the show, what is showing in the show. He usually explained to the audience. The machine inside the just in the middle of the planetarium. This was built by Carl Zeiss of Germany. You'll be astonished to know that this machine can show the sky 10,000 years back and 10,000 years in advance. That is, you can show, if you like to see the sky of 4,500 BC, you can see. At the same time, if you like to see the sky of 5,025, you can see.
It's really commendable.
This is a very, very unique machine. I don't know whether it is still there or not, but I have, when I was a student, I have seen the machine, and our sir explained these sky. We have seen the Egyptian star, Egyptian period, when the Sirius, that is a famous star in the sky, the Kalpurus, one of the great star following the Kalpurus, the Sirius, which was found in the sky of Egypt, and Nile. This was flooded. When the Sirius appeared in the sky, the Nile flooded. But the Egyptians, about 4,000 years back, the Egyptians believed that this is a good sign for them, because after the flood, they will harvest new crop. We have seen the picture, and the unique feature is that all the elements inside all these structures, they depict something of this sky. For example, if you see the handle of the door or windows, these are either half moon or full moon or something like this. I cannot explain you clearly. The gate and the railings and the domes, and inside all the minor things, these were also following the following some materials of the sky, which are found in the sky. That is the celestial objects. You can find some celestial objects in all the structure of the planetarium. This is a unique feature, and another unique feature is that the planetarium never conducts any entertainment show, which are done in all planetariums of the world. They never conduct any entertainment show. As also, they never publish any advertisement. Without advertisement, the show, no show is, viewerless. It is a viewer is all a viewer. Almost all the shows are full of viewers. People from all over the country visit this planetarium. MP Birla started two great things. One is he ordered to start a 1-year evening course completely free of cost since the inception of this planetarium. 1-year evening course, there was no age bar, there was no caste bar, there was no qualification bar, there was no entry fee. This evening course, conducted by Dr. Ramato Sarkar, who was the curator of this planetarium since its inception, and also some other eminent astronomers like Professor Amarendra Bandyopadhyay, Professor Mrinal Kanti Dasgupta, etc. They all conducted this course, but Dr. Ramato Sarkar, he died in 1999. Till his death, he conducted this course every Tuesday and Saturday. 2 batches. There were 2 batches consisting of 70 students in each batch. Do you understand? In the Tuesday class, there were 70 students, and in the Friday class, there were 70 students. So, in two separate batches, 70 students attended this class. And there were 48 lectures throughout the year. And these lectures were delivered in such a way that all people can understand. There were doctors, advocates, businessmen, housewife, and students like you, and doctors like me, different from different parts of the society. They attended this program, and this curious program just changed our life. This curious program of 1 year, this changed our life, almost all of our life, because such nice lectures we have never heard. We have never imagined such nice lectures. At the same time, we went to the planetarium inside and found the celestial objects in the sky. Practical and theoretical. Both the classes were held inside the planetarium. This was the evening course, started from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., 7 or 7:30. This is still continuing. And another is 2-year diploma course. This is also still continuing. 2-year diploma course. This is a higher course. This is for the interested students, a full-time course, not for us. This course is also, continuing. But the planetarium lost its earlier glamour, I say, because this is modernized with the demand of the modern phase. This is modernized, and I think the machines are all removed, and some new machines and new structures are being prepared there. And within 5 or 6 years, the planetarium has been designed in such a way that the earlier things I told you earlier is not found today. So, the fact is that the Birla, after death, they are allowed to invited to this planetarium, and they offer this lecture. And definitely the entry is restricted because there are limited seats. I think I cannot actually remember, but the total number of seats does not exceed 600. This is around 588 because this is round separate. So the AP Birla Planetarium, MP Birla Memorial Lecture, this is also held now, and the students, evening course students, the 1-year students who attend the entire course without any without the entire course without any failure or without any absence, they are given prizes. This is the direction of the direction of MP Villa. So such institution is really a rare institution in our country. But the fact is that the astronomy as a science, though people are very much interested in certain facts like certain astronomical facts like solar eclipse or lunar eclipse, but they are not inclined for star watching or knowing the sky, etc. There is an advanced course at Birla Industrial and Technological Museum also. This is a 6 months course. I do not know whether the course is conducted or not. Now, after the completion of this 1 year course, one may go to this BITM. This is Birla Industrial and Technological Museum. They also conducted a 6 month course, advanced course. And there was another advanced course conducted by the Science College, 1 year advanced course. This is also stopped. So this is the unique feature of Birla Planetarium. Without any advertisement, without any publication, without any without any advertisement, people come here and watch these astronomical events. Do you have any question?
No, sir, no such questions. But sir, we can end this interview by some general questions by asking your advice, valuable advice. Consequently, I would like to ask you that is there any undesired, unfulfilled desire in life that is required to fulfill?
The unfulfilled desire means we were much inspired by Dr. Sarkar, and we started to write several articles, and many of our students, I have seen Dr. Dipankar Ghosh, who was the director of Kharagpur IIT. They also, some more very more persons and very eminent persons participated in this course I have seen in my life. And many people were interested in astronomy. I think astronomy should be should be included in the curriculum. Astronomy is a science in the world. If the students are inclined to watch the evening night sky, they will be astonished to see the amazing features of the night sky, and this will help to come out from this superstition, religious superstition as well as the social superstitions, using these astronomical guides. This is my desire. We conduct popular lectures, but it's also not possible for us to go many places. But wherever I go with our telescope and other things, I have seen that students like you and many people, they are very much interested watching the night sky.
Yes, it's a very interesting thing actually.
Very interesting, very interesting. If you watch Saturn, you cannot forget in your life. If you watch the Saturn, it's
another event that is yes.
If you watch
and one more thing that is yet to occur. Yes. Yes, sir. Continue.
If you watch the Mars with its cap, you cannot forget.
Yes.
This teeny object, seen from the if you see the Mars by using 8 inches telescope or 12 inches telescope, and you will just see the red planet very close to your eyes with its ice cap. And if you see, just, it's a matter of fact that if you just watch the moon, you will see the craters, very distinct craters, which are not visible in the naked eye. If you watch the moon, crescent moon, the sides of the moon using a telescope, you will never forget in your life how the craters are there, just like a craters painting. Very beautiful thing, very beautiful thing.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
And sir, lastly, I would like to, means we will be very obliged to you if you share your piece of advice for the students of today.
All right, thank you very much.
No.
I
No,
also
sir. I guess you could not hear it.
you
So
are,
we would be highly obliged.
No,
sir.
obligation. I am also very pleased to talk to you because you are interested in this subject. In future, I will also help you. If you like to take my help in.
No, yes, sir. That we know. Sir, if you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you share your piece of advice for the students of today.
I think all the students should know the base from where we came. Base means the archaeological evidence, how man built his civilization, how man gradually developed his civilizations, and there are several subjects. Astronomy is divided in archaeoastronomy. This is just of this lecture. I mean, I am discussing just of our topic. There is a subject known as archaeoastronomy. You know, a bronze piece found in Germany, a small bronze piece with some inscriptions of gold. These are like ours. This bronze piece was found in the year 1999. These are stolen by two thieves and they sold it in the market. And from there, the archaeological aid of Germany, he obtained this object, and after analyzing it with the help of metallurgists, with the help of archaeologists, with the help of physicians, with the help of metallurgists, the gold, the people who study gold objects, a group of scientists joined together, and at the end of 2012, they found that this object was a unique piece of 4,500 years old. This piece was used by the German people, and they knew the constellation, a particular constellation which is known as Pleiades. There are 32 stars which we can see in naked eye. So at the time, 4,500 years ago, they found these 32 stars, depicted these stars with gold in a piece of bronze object. This is the mystery of astronomy. And all the subjects, all the subjects are related. This is a very unique feature. So we must be inclined to know our base, from where we came, how the civilization developed.
Yes. And I think that these words will surely keep an effect on the students of today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for joining us this evening.
Okay.
And sir, we expect you to be on our side in the future.
Of course. Of course.
Thank you so much, sir.
Let us talk today.
Thank you so much, sir. We don't have words, thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, sir. We can end the meeting here.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.